Hi everyone, I'm Hallie. Welcome to Ledger and Lace. Today I thought I'd read just a snippet from Pride and Prejudice, and it is a scene that I think is really hilarious, but you have to sort of look at it through Jane Austen goggles. Um, because I think this scene in particular, when you're a writer or a comedian, everything is material. And so I rather think that she probably witnessed a scene similar to this and embellished it or something along those lines, because we all know this sort of interaction. So the scene is the the drawing room, and I'll pick up from there. Mr. Darcy was writing, and Miss Bingley, seated near him, was watching the progress of his letter and repeatedly calling off his attention by messages to his sister. Mr. Hurst and Mr. Bingley were at piquet, and Mrs. Hurst was observing their game. Elizabeth took up some needlework and was sufficiently amused in attending to what passed between Darcy and his companion. The perpetual commendations of the lady either on his handwriting, or on the evenness of his lines, or on the length of his letter, with the perfect unconcern with which her praises were received, formed a curious dialogue, and was exactly in unison with her opinion of each. "How delighted Miss Darcy will be to receive such a letter!" He made no answer. "You write uncommonly fast." "You are mistaken. I write rather slowly." "How many letters you must have occasion to write in the course of a year! Letters of business, too! How odious I should think them!" "It is fortunate, then, that they fall to my lot instead of to yours." "Pray tell your sister that I long to see her." "I have already told her so once by your desire." "I am afraid you do not like your pen. Let me mend it for you. I mend pens remarkably well." "Thank you, but I always mend my own." "How can you contrive to write so even?" He was silent. "Tell your sister I am delighted to hear of her improvement on the harp, and pray let her know that I am quite in raptures with her beautiful little design for a table, and I think it infinitely superior to Miss Grantley's." "Will you give me leave to defer your raptures till I write again? At present I have not room to do them justice." "Oh, it is of no consequence. I shall see her in January. But do you always write such charming long letters to her, Mr. Darcy?" "They are generally long, but whether always charming it is not for me to determine." "It is a rule with me that a person who can write a long letter with ease cannot write ill." "That will not do for a compliment to Darcy, Caroline," cried her brother, "because he does not write with ease. He studies too much for words of 4 syllables. Do not you, Darcy?" "My style of writing is very different from yours." "Oh!" cried Miss Bingley, "Charles writes in the most careless way imaginable. He leaves out half his words and blots the rest." So that's the scene. So as you can imagine, here's Caroline hovering over Mr. Darcy, pestering him. And he's doing his best to answer her questions politely and literally. And there's Elizabeth sitting on the settee, embroidering and taking this all in. And then Bingley, Mr. Darcy's bestie, and Caroline's brother, pipes up and is talking about how multisyllabic Darcy's choice of words are. So, and if you notice, like, Caroline's trying to, she's trying to keep up with him. She's trying to impress him. Like, she doesn't just say, "Oh, how bad, to have to write these business letters." She's, using a 3-cent word. Odious, how odious. Anyway, so I think we can all imagine if that were a scene today, it would be the same sort of thing of someone trying to get someone's attention and them doing their best not to pay attention, but not to be rude. So there you go. There's the scene in the drawing room. Okay, and I say all this in preparation for the next video. I'm actually going to do a demonstration, some demonstrating with dip pens and letter writing and that sort of thing. So that'll be the next video. All right, bye.